Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? You know who this is, the real one, always 100, Gabriel Skywalker and Schroeder Skywalker, coming to you guys with the NHL early slate and a main slate video. Look at that, you get two in one. Hopefully you guys tuned in for last night's, because if you did, how'd those picks do for you? Pretty solid, right? So we killed it in the DFS Club. If you're new to the video, thank you so much for watching. So what we're going to do is first we're going to go through today's winners. Then we're going to break down the both slates since there's two, and we're going to find that edge. All right, that's what we do. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Uh, Feel free to subscribe, guys. You help me get there. I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers. I'm at 2.91 or 2, I think. So Shoto and I would appreciate it. You guys hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon, because when we do NBA, we do live videos before lock, so you won't miss out on that. So with that said, let's get into it. So Fanduel we cashed, got a 136, very nice. I've been on it with goalies, man. I've been picking the right goalies lately. And then DraftKings, feast your eyes. So my reaction, of course. And then we'll go to the NHL room, because you know the family. If I eat, you know the family's gonna eat, right? So we'll go to the NHL room. Let's see what's going down. So Troy, thank you, fellas. I don't remember who's lining around a couple of lines, but thanks. Awesome job. So yeah, we had a lot of members that never played NHL before, but decided to play because, no basketball. Retacular made this based off your video last night. Signed up today. So a brand new member signs up today, cashes. Love it. So those are mine. Shout out to Skywalker Green Day from Bros. Love it, guys. Theo got his 134. I saw he watched my video. He had Gusev in there. The geese. Elobber. What's happening, brother? Billy Bigfoot. Look what Quist did. $462 winner. Very nice, man. Very nice. So yeah, I mean, I've never seen the NHL channel and the DFS club this busy. But $156. West Prey Dan Leave. Man, you guys have some long names. Preston also cashed. Um, Thank you, Skywalker CPD. Yes, sir. Triple OG got his. Black Door, my man right here. Very nice, bro. Very nice. Thanks, Skywalker. You the man. So yeah, needless to say, we've been on a roll. We're gonna keep that going, guys. It's the weekend. We got so many sports going right now. We got XFL tomorrow, MMA, NHL. We got two slates. Maybe some all-star basketball showdown game or something. I don't know. We'll see what the contests are, but come join the family, guys. We're having too much fun. www.dfsclub.com. Four providers in one. You got pick management, DFS space, myself, Skywalker DFS. Excuse me, I made some baby back ribs, and the DFS Whispers. For one low price, you get every single sport. It's that simple. You get NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, MMA, WNBA, college sports, EuroLeague basketball, and XFL, guys. Click the join now button. Make sure you click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, and look at these plans. Shop around, whatever, do whatever you got to do, but no one can come close to these prices, guys. Welcome new members today. And again, guys, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I will go back and respond to each and every one of those today. I've just been so busy. But yeah, I had a great birthday. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. So yeah, the plan's $25 a month. We got the silver plan for 6 months. Look how cheap that is. Then you got a full year, the gold plan, which is basically you get 6 months for free. We got 3-day passes, guys. Nobody can touch this. Not for every single sport. Hell, not even for one sport, right? But let alone you get everything. You get a bankroll management course, all right? How to manage your bankroll, the most important thing in DFS. If there's a fantasy site, we cover it, guys. We got you covered. The cheat sheets are worth the price of admission. Mine, DFS Space, we drop the cheat sheets every day. Members only podcasts, 24/7 tips and advice by the DFS Club. The lineups, Bill, guys, we give you lineups. As you can see, my lineups did really good today. Preston's lineup hit. But if you want to build your own lineups, just off the cheat sheets and off the news and from everybody else, because everybody else says, hey, I'm going this way. That's what we do. We all work together. So pre-lock insight, all the injury news that comes in. It's not so much so bad for NHL, but for NBA, holy shit, right? It's every second, it seems like. I don't know, 90 minutes before lock, but we got you covered. And of course, the members only Slack chat, guys. It's the weekend. Come join us. We got NASCAR 2 going. Kennerman's going to throw down that NASCAR fire like he always does. It's my favorite time of year. We got so many sports, and we got MLB coming up. So www.dfsclub.com. I'll continue to show our winners every day because that's what we do. All right. We don't just say we kill it. We back it up. So let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Let's get into it. So same as last night, we're going to try and find some value. And go from there because, like I said last night, the key to NHL DFS is not the studs because everybody's going to pick the studs, right? You got to find those value players that are going to come through, that are in great matchups that are going to come through. That's the key, okay? Also, right here is Draft Dashboard. You guys know this. And XFL tools are coming soon. Look at this. I'm so excited about that. So look out for them XFL videos once Draft Dashboard gets launched. You can have this for $1 for 30 days. Click on the link in the description below. You yourself can have Draft Dashboard. You get access to all my saved lineups, all my player pools for every single sport, and you get the cheat sheets, guys. Because if you can't win like the Houston Astros, cheat. Except you don't got to bang on no trash cans, right? You get the best locks, best studs, best mid-tier, best value of the slates, guys. This is Draft Dashboard. So, with that said, let's get into it. We're going to start off with the morning slate. Morning for me, they call it the afternoon slate, but for me, it's what? Noon. I guess that's all right. I don't got to get up at 8 or 9 a.m., so I'm good. So you got your top options up here. I'm thinking about paying down for this slate, and I think it's a good strategy. I'm gonna start off with Barclay Goodrow here from the San Jose Sharks. With all the injuries, he's getting so much more playing time. He's cheap. He's only 3.9. 3.9. Going up against Minnesota, they get up the 13th most goals to centers. He gets all the ice time. Like I said, he's projected to get 5.7 fantasy points, and for 3.9, that's out freaking standing. Barclay Goodrow made the list. So get him in there, guys. Next up, another guy, Nick Bonino. That's right, Nick Bonino. You're like, who? Look at this. For 4.1, you're getting a high-powered offensive center here. Last 3 games, 12, 11, 13 fantasy points. Double-digit fantasy points in the last 3 games. Plays, second, third line. He's not the first liner, but that's okay. He comes through. He's about to make that first line. But Nashville's just been scoring a lot of goals. And what I tell you guys about Carolina, what'd they do? Right? And if he didn't have their value guys, because all the studs didn't do shit. It was all the value guys that scored all those goals. So got all the assists. But I called it. San Jose game, yep. And Montreal scored 1 goal. I told you. But, I've been doing this a while, guys. So Bonino, he's projected at 5.1 fantasy points. Get him in there at 4.1. Let's go for some more here. So another team that's been scoring a lot of goals right now is the Philadelphia Flyers. All right. Sean Courtier is one of their top players at center at 5.9, 13 and 13 in his last 2, projected to get 10.8. So that's a very good value for 5.9. You're getting a guy that's projected already to get double digits at 5.9. Sean Courtier, get him in there, guys. So let's go to winger. And by the way, it's a 4-game slate. So very nice. I like these smaller slates. Off the top, we got Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Sound like something in a goddamn candy bar. But he's the real deal, guys. He got was it him? No, it's Columbus, never mind. And Borkstrand. Remember I told you guys about Borkstrand? He got Columbus's only goal. So hopefully you got him in there. I played him. But Nugent Hopkins is 6'7". 11, 25, 15 in his last three. He's a stud. Technically, he's a stud. He's gotten his opportunities because of injuries. He looked good last season, but he looks good this season too. He just gets more opportunities again because of the injuries. Projected to get 9.8 fantasy points at 6'7". Definitely worth a look here against Florida. This game, Edmonton, they're not. Sorry, let me get comfortable. I know I always do that. They used to be like earlier in the season, they'd score a lot of goals a game, but that between the injuries and everything, it's just not nearly as much. Not like Florida. So Florida again came through, but will they do it again? I don't know. I'm feeling like they're probably going to have a floor game, so we'll see. But get them in at 6-7. Next up, San Jose Sharks, Timo Meier. Another great matchup going up against Minnesota. They give up the 21, the 21st most goals. Is that how you say it? Excuse me. To wingers, guys. 21st in the league. He's only 5'4". Got a goal tonight. So that makes double-digit fantasy points in his last two out of his last three games. Projected to get 8.3, guys. If the Sharks are going to score any goals, which they will, it goes through Timo Meier. All right, get him in there at 5-4. Next up, we got Yamamoto from Edmonton. 5-1. His price has gone way up. I remember when he was like 3-9. He's just been, especially lately, he's been going off. So a little Edmonton stack. I wouldn't go crazy. I get some Nugent Hopkins and some Yamamoto. 24, 10, 8, 2 in his last five. Projected at 6.6. Yamamoto is always low owned because nobody knows about him. And he's priced up now at 5-1. But still, that's still a fair price. Next up, we got Jordan Greenway at 2-7. You're like, who? That's what I'm talking about. These are the people you want to pick up on that nobody's playing. Doesn't get that many ice time minutes, right? Plays probably the third line. But he's been making the most out of it. 18, 6, and 4 fantasy points in the last three games. Against the Sharks, ranked 23rd in the league, as far as giving up goals to wingers, guys. This is a very sneaky play. Jordan Greenway at 2-7, excellent value. Again, for these 2-7, 2-6 players, if they even score 2 fantasy points, they've already smashed value. Next up, Melko Karlsson from San Jose. He got one tonight, too. So he's stepping up big time with the Sharks right now. He's on fire. He's only 2-6. Another third line player, but that's okay. He's just been going off. So that's 2 games in a row now with double-digit fantasy points. And these guys are very streaky. So I do like this, especially for 2-6, guys. Get yourself some Melko Karlsson and move on. Next up, we got Craig Smith coming off a hat trick game. I played him. Thank God. He's only 3-8. He was only 2-9 last slate. So he did shoot up about 1,000. Projected at 6.5. At 3-8. So you're getting a guy here with coming off a hat trick, but also double-digit fantasy points in his last 3 games. 36, 12, 13. This is what wins GPPs, guys. 3-8 players doing this kind of stuff. And he's on your roster. Yes. Craig Smith on a team right now that's scoring lots of goals. Get him in there, guys. Next up, Zachary Sanford at 3-7, coming off a tremendous 53-point fantasy game. Now, he does this, right? He got 23 fantasy points 3 games before that. So at 3-7, he's projected at 4.8 fantasy points. I do like this price for him. He has, just like Craig Smith right now, just on it. So get him in there at 3-7. Next up, you got Yanni Gourde, Tampa Bay Lightning. He's only 3-2. Look at this, 15, 16 in his last 2 games for 3-2. We'll take that. And then a 3-7 and a 5. So, again, these value players, guys, these are the ones that are going to win the GPPs. I found them for you. Get them in there and just move on, like I always say. Next up, another Philadelphia Flyer that I really like is James Van Riemsdyk. People are automatically going to go up here to Claude Giroux because he's a name, he's a stud. Van Riemsdyk has been on fire. He's projected to get 8.2 as opposed to Drew, who's only supposed to get 6.5. 26, 11, and a 17 in his last 3 games. With limited ice time. He's a third-line player. So James Van Riemsdyk, get him in there. This should be a high-scoring game, period. And last but not least, for 2-9, I love this guy's last name, Tyler Pitlick. Just like my baby's mama, she can go lick some armpits. So armpit licker here is only 2-9. Last 2 games and very limited ice time, he's gotten a 14 and an 11. Sneaky, sneaky, right? So get yourself some Pitlick at 2-9. So let's go to defense. I'm going to go back to the well here with Brett Burns. I cannot help it. Minnesota gives up the 28th most goals in the league to defensemen. He had a down night tonight. I think he got 8 fantasy points because you're paying a premium, right? Brett Burns, if he's on the slate, he's in for me. You could go Petrilia Gigino here from St. Louis, another stud defenseman, guys. He is projected to get 11.2. I'll put him on my projection, or sorry, my player pool. But he's cheaper, but just Burns is just more consistent. I'm just saying. All right, and Burns is in a way better matchup. Clefbaum's not bad. I don't know, guys. I don't see paying up. I hate paying up for defensemen. That's just never been a strategy of mine. Next up are the Sharks. We got Marc-Edouard Vlasic going back to the well here. He's way too cheap, guys, at 2-9. He's out there for the power plays. He gets anywhere between 19 to 24 ice time minutes, which is outstanding. And he's only 2-9. Sign me up. 16, 11 in his last 2 games. Projected to get 5.3. Count me in. Count me in. Marc-Edouard Vlasic Pickles. Get him in there, guys. I'm telling you. I'm on fire. Next up, we got 4-6 Colton Parayenko. Sorry, guys. 15, 24, and a 17 in those last 3. Projected to get 7.4 with only a 4-6 price tag. This is what I'm talking about. Get Colton in your lineups, all right? On another team that's been scoring a lot of goals, well, they did last game, the St. Louis Blues. I don't know, guys, 4-6. I can't pass that up. Next up, we got Vince Dunn, St. Louis at 3-1. Now, these St. Louis defensemen score a lot of fantasy points. They always do. It's the forwards that don't get shit. Vince Dunn's gotten a 13, 11, and a 25 in his last 3. He's only 3-1, almost bare min. Projected to get 5.1. Second liner, guys, sometimes third liner, mostly second liner. Gets power play time, so get him in there, guys, at 3-1. Next up, we got Ekholm at 4-7. Again, this Nashville team's been scoring a lot of goals. I'm going to sound like a broken record, but until everybody gets it, including myself, I had to keep reminding myself. 13, 10, and 10 in his last 3 games. Double-digit fantasy point guy. 13, 10, 10, and then a 24 before that. So he's 4-7. That's like mid-range for a defenseman. I would definitely have him in some of my lineups at 4-7. And that's going to do it, guys. So let's get you all line up for the early slate. Again, goalies, guys, you're on your own because I don't know who's going to start. But I definitely would not roster any goalie from this game because it's going to be high scoring. Let's see. Tampa Bay goalie, Edmonton. Aaron Dell had actually a good game. I was surprised. Yeah, fuck it. We'll leave it. You know what? You guys pick your own goalie. But we got Sean Courtier, Bonino, Greenway, Nugent Hopkins, Yamamoto, Brett Burns, Ekholm, and Timo Meier, guys. That's a winner right there. I'm telling you, that's a winner. So get that one in there. And let's move on to the main slate. So we're going back to the position optimizer. Remember, guys, if you have Draft Dashboard, you can do this all yourself, and plus you get all my player pool here. You can make lineups as many as you want. So it's a 6-gamer for the main slate. So we got our top 2 studs going and great matchups. So If we get these value guys right, we can play both these guys. You got Austin Matthews and Nathan McKinnon. One of the top 2 players in the NHL, in my opinion. Okay. Toronto versus Ottawa. Ottawa gives up a shit ton of goals, 21st in the league against centers. Nathan McKinnon's going up against the LA Queens. The Queens are just awful. 25th most goals scored against centers, guys. They're both similar in price. 16.6 for McKinnon and Matthews 14.5. Now, if I had a gun to my head and I had to choose one, I'd probably go McKinnon. Better matchup against a weak LA team. But you can play both of them if you want. I just gave you guys tons of value for the early slate. Late till you see what I got for this one. So there you go. Next up, we got Mikael Backlund. I mean, from Calgary too. Calgary's just on fire with scoring goals. And a great matchup against Chicago. They got no good goaltenders. They're ranked 29th in the league against centers. 28, 22, and a 17. I know because I've been playing him every slate. Because he went from like 2.9 to 3.2. Now he's at 4.8. So projected to get 6.1 fantasy points. I do love Calgary. Sean Moynihan's garbage. Don't do that. Save some money here and go with Backlund. Bob Backlund's fucking son. Next up for Washington, I like Nicholas Backstrom here. A lot more than Ovechkin. I think Ovechkin's just not really consistent. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's still not bad for an old guy. I can say that because I just turned 43 today. All right. I can still play too, damn it. Not in the NHL, but I can still play. 6'4", right? I like him. He's like second in line to Ovechkin. 13, 14, 11 in his last 3. Projected to get 9. If it's just Backstrom, guys. All right. Against Arizona. They are tough against centers, though, so you just got to hope he gets a lot of assists. But Backstrom, I like him more than Ovechkin, and I'll take the savings. Same team. Lars Eller from Washington. He's only 4.5. Not bad. 10 and 12 in his last 2 games. Projected to get 7.7 fantasy points for a 4-5 player is great. So it looks like they're projecting Washington also to score a lot of goals, but we'll see. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. They're not streaky. They're just so inconsistent, guys. So inconsistent. Cody Eakin right here at 2.6. Vegas Golden Knights, you want to talk about scoring goals. Holy shit. It seems like they're scoring like 8 goals a game. So Cody Eakin is 2.6. Sign me up. He's projected 3.9. If he plays, which he should, I think it's just a sneaky play, guys. All these other guys just, not doing it. So let's go to winger. So it looks like I might have to pay up at center. That's okay. I don't mind doing that. All right, anytime now. That's right, Schroeder. Anytime now. We're just in like a food coma. Schroeder and I had some baby back ribs, smoked for 8 hours. My God. Doesn't get any better than that. So my top option here for winger, I like Johnny Gaudreau from Calgary at 6'4". 13, 21, 16 in his last 3. Projected to get 11.5 fantasy points. This dude's just been on fire, right? Double-digit fantasy points, 4 in his last 5 games. Again, against a weak Chicago team that gives up a lot of goals. So I like Johnny Gaudreau at 6'4". Next up, on fire, this man right here, about the only person on fire from Ottawa, is Brady Tkachuk. He's only 5'9", 20, 12, and a 17 in his last 3. Projected to get 9.4 at 5'9". Sign me up, dude. Sign me up. Against Toronto, they give the 22nd most goals to wingers, guys. Get them in there. Get them in there. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. All right, next up, Elias Lindholm at 5'6", 12, 23, 11 in his last 3. Loving these Calgary guys. I'm just saying, projected to get 9.7 at 5'6". Against a weak Chicago team. I'm going to keep repeating that. Get them in there, guys. Let's see. Next up, we got Nicolas Paul. 2.8. Here's our value, guys. Now we're talking. Ottawa. 17 and 11 in his last 2. Third, sometimes fourth line player. But I don't know. He's been picking up the last 2 games. Ottawa. Sneaky play right here. Nicolas Poole Projected to get 0.8. Come on now. He's going to get at least 4 or more. Get him in there, guys. Next up, so I'm got a whole bunch of like Vegas Knights and freaking Calgary Flames for you. And Brandon Gallagher from Montreal, the only guy who can score goals on that team. But we got Max Pacioretty here at 7'9", 40, 21, 31 in his last 3. These look like NBA scores, right? Projected to get 14.4. So if you want to save some salary and pay up at winger instead of center, I got some wingers for you from the Vegas Golden Knights. Look at his last 5. 40, 21, 31, 11, and a 20. 7'9". I guess the Islanders, surprisingly, the Islanders are tough on wingers. 3rd in the league. All right. But still, I think these guys are like matchup proof right now. Again, Brendan Gallagher next up at 6'3". The only one on Montreal that knows how to score goals, 11, 13, and 11. He got another one tonight. So that's another one. Projected at 9.2. I don't see him slowing down against Dallas. They're ranked 7th in the league against wingers, but get him in there, guys. Next up, this man right here that don't know how to brush his hair, Mark Stone. Man, I wish I would have played him tonight. I was thinking about it. I was going to pull the trigger, but shit. But it's okay. We cashed. We did really good. That's all right. He's 6'1". He's worth he could be a 7K player. I'd still pay it. 35-2 and a 46. He's the heart and soul of this Vegas team. I mean, that's just what he is. He's not as consistent as Pacioretty, but Mark Stone, when he goes off, he goes off. Projected to get 9.1. If you had to choose between the two, of course I'd go Pacioretty, but the price range is way different. So if you want to stack these Golden Knights at winger, I would not blame you. Next one, Vegas Golden Knights. Jordan Marchessault at 5'7", 37-4 and a 13 in his last 3. Projected to get 11.2, guys. No joke. 37-4, 13, 10, and an 8. Sign me up, please. Sign me up. They should, in all honesty, on paper, light up these Islanders big time, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If they score like 8 goals again, I would not be surprised against the New York Islanders, guys. All right. Let's see. Next up, we got TJ Oshie. So it's looking like the Capitals and the Vegas Golden Knights are looking really good right now. TJ Oshie's only 4'9", so we're getting him under 5K for once. 13, 14, 15 in his last 3. Wonderful. Projected to get 7.2. Oshie, last time against Arizona, he got 16 fantasy points. Look at his last 3 games. And then that 5 and the 3. So I do like TJ Oshie, guys. He's a major part of this Washington team. Get him in there. Next up, so I got a couple of LA Queens for you that always come through for me. And going up against Colorado, not the toughest goalies in town. Tyler Toffoli at 4.5. Last 2 games, 15 and a 14. 5.1 projection. He always comes through for me. I know when to play him, and when I do, he'll get double-digit fantasy points. That's all you want out of a 4 or 5 player in the NHL, guys. So get him in there, Tyler Toffoli. My goddamn neighbor back here. I swear to God, I'm going to steal his stereo just so he doesn't blast it at fucking 12:08 in the morning. Got no respect for nobody. And next up, again, the Los Angeles Queens. Alex Lolafo, 11 in his last 2. 4.2. I love that price tag. Gets the ice time minutes. He's projected to get 8 fantasy points. Yeah, I'm really going to take his fucking stereo. I am. Get him in there. All right. So let's go to defense. So your top options, John Carlson, Cale Makar, sorry. Too expensive for my taste. I like paying down at defenseman. I'm a broken record, I know. But I do like Eric Johnson here from Colorado. He's only 3.7. The last 3 games, 11, 10, and 11. Outstanding. 6.4 projection. For only 3.7, you're getting a guy who's getting double-digit fantasy points right now. Take advantage. Get him in there at 3.7. Eric Johnson, guys. LA's ranked 26. They give it the 26th most goals to defensemen in the league. You can go Sam Girard. Also, I wouldn't hate you for it. He's just not as hot right now as Eric Johnson. Next up, Vegas Golden Knights. Shea Theodore's 5'7", and it's about fucking time he woke up because he has not been having a good season until recently. So we'll take the hot hand here. 14, 20, and a 22 in his last three. Projected to get 9.9 fantasy points. Yeah, last three games, he's been on point, guys. So get him in there. Shea Theodore at 5'7", projected to get 9.9, guys. Then next up, we got Ryan Pollock here. 5'6", opposite end of the ice. You're going with the New York Islander here. If I got to pick one, it's not going to be Brock Nelson. I got a defenseman here at 5'6". 10, 11, and 27 in his last three games. He will be low owned because no one wants to roster a New York Islander. 10, 11, and 27 in his last three, a 13 and a 3. So 4 out of the last 5 games, he's got double-digit fantasy points. That's great for a defenseman, guys. So this is good. 5'6", absolutely. And I got one more for you. I got Nate Schmidt, Vegas Golden Knights. 4-2. More like it, right? 13, 16, 25 fantasy points in his last three. Now you're getting a defenseman here projected to get 7 fantasy points at only 4-2. So Nate Schmidt, get him in there. And that's going to do it. So let's get you guys a free lineup. Again, sponsored by your friends at the DFS Club. Telling you, you guys are sitting around, you're missing out on all this DFS action. Come join the club. So we got Backlund, McKinnon, Brady Tkachuk, Johnny Gaudreau. Look at this lineup. Lindholm, Eric Johnson, Pollock. You guys are on your own for goalie. And then Paul, our utility 2-8 guy. So I'll say that for my draft dashboard members and for you guys. There's your free lineups, guys. Sponsored by the DFS Club. Come join the family. It's the weekend. Come win some money. And most importantly, come have some fun with us, man. We got guys playing tennis right now. NASCAR. We got MMA tomorrow. 2 NHL slates. Not one, but 2. We got some NBA All-Star action going. I think golf is still going if you want to do some showdowns. XFL. I mean, come on. My goodness. It's like an all-day marathon for the DFS player. So stop playing. Come join us, guys. We'd love to have you. We are the newest team on the block, and we are the best. We've only been doing this since August, and we have 500 members. We're doing something right. So we changed the game for the better. All right. So www.dfsclub.com, and that's going to do it for the video, guys. Schroeder and I, thank you so much for watching. Schroeder chilling right here. Schroeder, what do we always say? Can we pray? All right, we're going to pray. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets, right? God bless your pets. Let's get this bread and don't take shit from nobody. Schroeder and I live by that. We will die by that, right? That's right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Viewership's up on these NHL videos, so I will keep doing them, guys. Keep it up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Help me get to 3,000 subscribers by Sunday. I love you guys. God bless you. Again, thank you so much for the birthday wishes, and I'm out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.